Oh my goodness, guys. I'm possessed. Akosia Hansen is gone. There's a different spirit up in here. Mensa, legend, maestro, rapper, singer, producer, songwriter, like genius, periods. In the house, in the house, in the house, in the house. How you doing?
Oh my! You forgot porn star.
Porn star. Yes. Daddy though. Obi Papa. Oh. Tonight they're here. They're
yes, they've just arrived.
Oh, they've arrived. Yeah. Yay! So listeners, Mensa is in the studio. Alti Lounge is live tonight, and we're gonna be soaking in Bondzie. I'm so excited, Charlie.
My pleasure.
Welcome to Ghana. When did you come?
Oh, sorry. Why did you miss?
We all know that you're Ghanaian, but you're not Ghanaian.
No, you're trying to set me up because just last week you and me and I.
Please,
we all.
This is not Akosia. We're on radio.
Okay,
so I'll pretend like
guys.
I don't know you. You met me where? Where did you?
Guys,
meet me?
wait till you hear how Akosia orders for her fufu. Fufu 7 Ghana.
Charlie. Then tuna.
Palm not to and 3 wele.
And you see on as well.
You know that I just like this kind of stuff. So I don't even eat fufu.
You eat fufu? It's great to have you. It's great to have you here. Bondzie, carry you go, Charlie. Before we even jump in the proper intros, this is mad. The harmonies, the vocals, the rhythm, the ambient sound.
Yes.
You produced everything in this.
Yes.
And who is this? Who am I hearing?
But that's me.
That's you.
Yes. Let me clear my throat before.
No, you're lying.
It's true. It's me. And then I've got Andras Val on the my co-producer for this album. He's doing the harmonies behind, but I'm doing the falsetto in there.
Oh my goodness!
I can sing falsetto in real life.
Yeah.
Don't ask a lot of questions. Romantic guy.
Hey. Oh, Charlie. He's taken though.
Mistaken.
He's taken. Oh, by the way, do you want some whiskey though? Do you want some whiskey? Are you okay?
It's risky, but yes.
Please let's get him some whiskey though. It's risky, you know. Powerful. So carry you go. We are entering into to talk about Bondzie. But before we do that, how have you been? What's been happening with you? You know, since COVID. You know,
man.
Because I guess that's a main point behind this, right?
You know what? My business partner always tells me that things become I forget, like it's a blur for me right now. Like I don't even remember, you know, it was so intense. And I think maybe for me as a coping mechanism, I just kind of I just kind of, you know, just blocked things from my brain. But it was in one sense it was hectic. In another sense it allowed like a rebirth of like my spirit in a sense. So it's been good, and now I'm just pacing myself. I'm not rushing, you know, to get back into like as an active musician, traveling and performing and even producing and stuff. I'm just really taking my time. That's enough. Thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you. Sorry, we have to pour libation. Yes, cheers. So this one is for the ancestors. Yes. Straight into my mouth. You know, so I'm just kind of slowly getting back into working externally and stuff like that. And I'm really I don't want to make that mistake. You know, the thing is, before the lockdown, a lot of us, everybody, not just artists, but generally, I think everybody was in a rush. You know, everybody was just like, I don't have time to do this. I gotta get money, blah blah.
We're forced to halt.
And we just felt like if we stop, something will happen.
Yeah.
But nothing happened, you know. So I don't want to go back into that frenzy again, you know. So I'm just really pacing myself into things, you know. But yeah, life as it is comes with it. So you know, but it's good. I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying we outside. I'm enjoying being outside. You know?
I was gonna ask you what you learned about yourself during that period, but I think you shared some really dope insights right now.
About myself. Wow, I was just saying earlier on, it was an opportunity for me to get to know my children in a different way. And then also find a new appreciation for teachers.
I know, right? Because they have to be at home and you.
Yeah. It's like, and then
right?
They're in school so much. You know, teachers spend the most. And then you just come home, you give them food and tell them
to go back to sleep.
So I really found a new appreciation for teachers, but also kind of discovering my kids in a different way, you know, and also them like spending real time with me and
learning you.
Yeah, you know, knowing my quirks and the things that you know upsets us and the things that brings us together. So that's one of the most prolific things in my brain. But musically also, it allowed me to stop that thing where I spend so much time, money, effort on creating like projects in a very like in-depth way, and then when I release the music, that's it, it's done. Once I release it, then it's like I take my mind off it. So I wanted the two processes, taking my time to make the album, and also what happens when I release the album, how to promote it, how to market it, how to spread the word, how to build on the concept and let it last as long as it can. That was something that I really wanted to take my time to whether I liked it or not, took my time to understand. So that's where we are now. We're on that.
I like that, and I guess that's the legacy part of it. It's not when you've created something, it's trying to maintain its legacy.
Exactly, right? And allowing it to reach all the corners that it can potentially reach. You know, and allow people to
take my losses. As soon as this started playing, we're like, that's my jam. That's my jam. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Wow. Well, this song is it's quite raw, I think. You know? I think I was going through something. You know? I also felt like I was trying to do too much.
Okay.
You know, and trying to keep too many things together in terms of like with my career and relationships and friendships and just you know and not spending enough time with for myself and not respecting myself. I wasn't respecting myself, and that's a lot of us do that, you know.
Yeah.
We feel like we have to respect others to have it reciprocated, but actually you really have to make yourself number one.
It's kind of like if you do it, then they do it.
You know, so you have to set your kind of your standards and your boundaries and things like that, and then people will have to just respect it, you know. And now I think, you know, we all have these things, you know. As you grow, you find that you have to create new boundaries, you know. It never stops, you know. Or you rediscover yourself. So that was really what this song was about. And I mean, the way the song wrote itself was a testament of what I was really feeling inside, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting down, just like the same way I'm sitting down like this.
Yeah.
And I was just recording myself and just finish it. So
that was therapy in a way, right? For you?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of.
Do you think maybe doing the song is what led you to this then?
Absolutely. It was a release. Yeah, absolutely. It was like for me to be able to vocalize it, you know, meant that I had to now follow through. So so take my, and then it was like there was so many complicated things, you know. The dynamics between the people I worked with, you know, with the people I kept in my circles and stuff like that. So it was a very important song for me to
So what changed in your relationships with this revelation?
I think it just boundaries, you know. Setting boundaries is very important, and what I've discovered is that, you know, the people who don't respect your boundaries actually are not necessarily bad people.
Okay.
There's something that we have to understand. Let me explain something to you. If you don't set the boundaries, how do they know what the boundaries are?
Well, they should be human enough to understand.
No, because you are allowing them. You're giving them the impression that it's okay to take advantage of you because you don't worry, I can do it for don't worry, you know, and just constantly just don't worry. Meanwhile, you are crying inside, and then they'll also take advantage of you. So that's really how it happens. And you have to, when you set boundaries, people will respect you, and if they don't, that's when you don't need them in your life. When you set it and people don't respect it, then it's like problem has happened. Wow, my children have just walked into the room.
Mensa's daughters walked in. They're so excited to see. There's kisses and hugs all over. And a bump in her fist.
Made it.
So Mensa, the title of the album, BONDZIE, it means birthing a new voice.
Yeah, so BONDZIE basically is my name, which means like BONDZIE,
BONDZIE.
Yes, so it's
say
like
your name.
Yes, like birth your voice.
Birth
you know,
your
like
voice.
speak your voice, be heard. You know, and I thought that it was a great time for me to kind of go through that space and just like release all the things that I've been holding on to, and you know, just say so all these songs are also things that I've been waiting to express, or ideas, you know, things that I've been working on in my mind, at the back of my mind, and just kind of building. So it was like 10 years of producing for others, working with other musicians, developing my skills behind the scenes, and it was like, okay, now the time's come for me to also do something for myself and speak my, you know,
your truth.
Yeah.
Even though you've done it very well in your whole career.
Yeah, in different ways, you know.
And it actually, I'm hearing an evolution of you.
Yeah.
You know, listening to it and listening to you talk, like there's another change coming in.
Yeah.
We'll go deep. All right, healing all over the studio.
Yes.
Flowing through your brains, all over your body. Shimmering. Alrighty, guys, if you just tuned in, it is the Alti Lounge live with Mensa, soaking in BONDZIE. Mensa, I love this one.
Oh, Charlie,
I love this one.
You're making me reappreciate the whole project all over again, man.
Yes,
It's such a nice feeling, man,
yes.
to be in this space.
And I remember the cover art for this one.
Yeah,
it was
quite
very
dope.
interesting.
It's quite dope. Yeah.
Can you talk about that one?
Man, so shout out to Annette, a young Ghanaian graphic artist, you know, who's been doing some cool stuff. And we were looking, so the whole idea of BONDZIE also as a project was that we wanted to incorporate the works of other young Ghanaian creatives, be it video makers, visual artists, like everything, you know.
Okay.
And so Annette really just understood he what they call it, he understood what's it called, what's the word that they use, the young people use now,
The zeitgeist.
he understood
the vibe.
The assignment. Yes, he understood the assignment. You know, and so on you know, if you see the cover, I've got this this yellow thing called this yellow flower.
Yes,
it's like a milk bush, the flower of a milk bush. I don't know if you guys know what a milk bush is, but basically, so it's this yellow kind of flower thing, but the leaves, when we're younger, if you have a tape cassette and it tears, you squeeze, you tear a leaf, and then like a gooey milk, super poisonous, you'll die.
Oh wow!
If you ingest it, and then we use it to glue the tape back together. And I never heard anybody dying from ingesting it, but we were constantly playing with this thing, this super poisonous plant. So yeah, so I've got the leaf in my mouth, like as if I'm smoking a cigarette or something. But it's also like, it's like a mixture of like being punk and
the purple,
with the colors, the psychedelic thing,
psychedelic colors.
Because the song really is about like a person who's spiraling, you know, just losing control of their life.
You hear that in music.
You know, it's like
very
full of energy, and just like they're just looking for something to kind of put them back on course.
It's like you know that scene in Alice in Wonderland where she goes down the hole and there's just so many things going around. Exactly. That's how you feel.
So almost like maybe somebody's going through like a drug infused, alcohol infused kind of just spiral,
ayahuasca.
And just like yes, ayahuasca kind of level. But it's funnier because, you know, the guy who wrote let's nerd out a little bit.
Let's do it.
The author for Alice in Wonderland actually used to do opioids.
LSD.
Yes, he was on opium. So the whole book was written on
that explains it.
Yeah. That's why he goes into these kind of rabbit. Literally, he invented the phrase rabbit hole. That's
right, going down a rabbit hole.
You know,
thank you for that. That explains it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, this.
And I hear the Alice was there were two little daughters that lived near him that he
kind of used that.
So he used them.
Right.
He used their
That's crazy. Yeah.
All right.
But the song we played before that was Bisa.
Okay. Yes, let's talk about that one.
Yes. So Bisa features one of the Kubala, my partner in rhyme. I'm so old school. My partner in rhyme. So Apple Korean boys in the house. And really, I think that's a very important song. I think us both being, you know, parents and also being students of the Ghana environment, and how we felt like we weren't encouraged to be more curious, you know. like you have to nurture curiosity in young people, you know, for them to ask questions, to want to know more, because that's the only way. If a child has a natural interest in something, then they're onto something. That's like, you can't break the mind that's opening, you know. And BISA, actually BISA, which in Akan means to ask. But the acronym is Bold Infancy, Secured Adulthood. That's what
Bold Infancy, Secured Adulthood. What does that mean?
So when you're a child and you are encouraged to, you know, to be bold, to express, to ask questions, to look into things, to feel free to laugh, and, you know, just be basically to grow up as a confident child means that when you're older, you're going to be a secured human being. Yes. So that's what BISA, that's the acronym for BISA. And yeah, the verse that One Love delivered for that was like, I almost changed my verse, but I had to be strong. Yeah. And shout outs to Andres Val, you know, he co-produced this. So basically, the way this album was produced was quite interesting. So I did a lot of like the initial production at home in my home studio, and then I went to the countryside in some Eastern European country.
Okay.
And then we hired the loft of an old nursery school, like the upstairs, you know, where they normally store all their stuff. We cleared it out, and then we just brought in all the instruments and all the musicians. We set up a studio there. Yeah, it was like in countryside. It was like in the middle of like, yeah, it was like snow everywhere. And so basically, we just had to stay inside and just do the work. And this is the result of it.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, the project was very intentional in that sense. Yeah. Hey, some people are doing knockout.
You know. All right, Charlie. Oh wow, Charlie, my heart. I was just thinking of the shooting Buffalo. You know, it's like, huh? Are we this?
It's true, man. Yeah.
Charlie. But I mean, I wanted to talk about your experimentation with sound, right? The world is crazy right now. And going to music now is like your only kind of insulation from. I don't lie to you. The sound that kept happening, I started getting triggers. Right? I started getting triggers. I don't even lie. And then I'm hearing you on my ear sets. You know, how do you do this in spite of, you know, to be able to give us the space to find a safe space in spite of the world, you know?
I mean, I have to say, and this is one thing that I want to also always make clear, like, yes, like for me, I used to think that in my life, it was either music or nothing, you know? But actually, that's not true. It's like everything else that I do well at makes my music better, so that I can create music that's honest to me, so I can share it with the world. So I say this to say for instance, for me, I always wanted to spend so much time like just really like just going into the intotos of things.
But it sounds like you do though.
I do spend a lot of time, but also I bring my external experiences from the other things that I'm doing, you know. It's like just doing random stuff around the house or in my backyard, or, you know, going on hikes, or, you know, random conversations, meeting people and doing things, just random things. All those things allow me to write better, you know, and also be more introspective or you know, retrospective about things. But yeah, when I do really delve in, and then I make the music purely for myself. That's the secret. Like, I don't make music like for anybody else's expectations. I make it purely for myself. And so for the most part, actually, people don't hear my music until it's ready. Like, people around me, you know, only the people I'm working with hear it. And then when it's out, it's like, this is it, it's done. Opa umpu and you know.
There's no umpel. We like it no matter what. All right, Charlie, I want us to soak in at least one more if we can before we. So this sounds like God is good, and I looked at the title. Is God is Gould? GHOULED. See these things you do to us, man. You see these things. What does this mean?
So a ghoul is like a ghost, or like a bad ghost or something like that.
And God has been made into a
so the Holy Spirit has now, some people are taking advantage of people's vulnerabilities and their search for faith and, you know, spirituality, are taking advantage of them. And so we've turned what could have been a good thing into, you know, some crazy kind of cults kind of thing. And This song was written after a certain pastor who has my name had a certain situation a few years ago with a bank and some investment things, and when he was asked what really happened, he just came and said God is good 3 times. So like as if it was like a magic, like it was abracadabra or something like that. Yes, and he just used it to spell people's eyes. So so this song is purely about that. I felt like he was spoiling my name, so I had to come and say something that I'm the original Pastor Mensa.
Power.
Mala, So so this song really, it just talks about just how we are, some of us are abusing religion and people's,
vulnerabilities with it,
Yeah. So yesterday, oh man, guys, I want to talk about the show.
Yes. Let's do that.
Sorry, you ask me.
So BONDZIE's out. We're all loving it.
Yes.
And you're in Ghana now.
Yes.
What's happening?
Charlie, Saturday, Alliance Française.
Yes.
The reason why I got excited is because when you guys hear the live version of this song,
oh my goodness!
Can you guys hear a choir there?
You two could be great. Yes, all you need to do is confess that you made.
There's a choir coming on stage.
I don't know. Are you asking me? I don't know. So yeah, we've been really going in like this week, like really planning this show to really put on a super special show. So I'm really looking forward to it, and all the little surprises and the guest artists and stuff. It's going to be something special.
The name of the concert is Mensa plus some names I can't announce.
Yes. Well, yes. It's the launch, the official official performance of live Italy, bro. Saturday, me say BONDZIE, me performing live. Yes, so it's the kind of, since the album was released in October, this is like the first time we're really doing it proper. Well, we did one at Jamestown, but we're stepping it up a notch. On Saturday.
On Saturday, what time?
Show starts at 8. If you come early, I think there's early bird tickets actually, which is cheaper.
How much are tickets?
I think early bird is like 80 Ghana or something, and then it's like 100 Ghana. So it's not.
Charlie, actually support the art. You hear the music, guys.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm really trying to like create like an experience, and really my idea is, I was saying this earlier as well, is to really have people experience what the album sounds like live.
I can't wait.
Without taking anything away from it, but just bringing more to it, and sometimes also making it minimal to make it really do its thing live. So that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Dope. So listeners, if you love everything you hear tonight, it's gonna be live, and Mensa is just booking out for us how this live experience is gonna be. You can't be the one that misses out on Saturday, Alliance Française, 8 p.m. Mensa plus some names we can't announce. Like that's the best title for a concert I've heard in Ghana, like period. Charlie, thank you. So BONDZIE, our men, before we let you go, last words to Ghana.
Charlie, Ghana is a very lovely country. Everything is nice. The gutters are flowing nicely.
E-levy and songs.
Yes, we are e-levitated, so we are high up. Who said anything about floods? There's no floods in Ghana, man. It's just streams and rivers and lakes.
Of blessings.
Yes.
Man,
Charlie, shout outs to all the young people who are, keeping up here with whatever it is that we are doing, because there's a bit of a disconnect there. But man, thanks for everybody who supported me and my journey. Is 2 decades and moving, and I'm still excited about what the future is saying. Shout outs to all the radio DJs and presenters and the music, what's the name, the curators and all the people who are just like the bloggers, all these people, my family, the friends.
And the Ghana music scene now, because of you, because of also part of your work, right? See how it's burgeoned, right? How do you feel about the product of your work?
I'm excited, I don't know if I can take credit for it, but if you say that, thank you very much.
Yes.
But I'm excited, It's like when you are in an environment where the artists are reflecting what's around them in a very dope way, like the way we are. It's really nice to see, and it makes me proud to be a part of what we're doing. But there's also now it's like, how do we build an industry to support these young people and these creatives, like, not just musicians, but just the visual artists, the sculptors, all that. Yeah, actually Vimde.
Yeah.
Everybody who sees me in town shouts at me, give up, don't bother yourself.
Oh, Charlie.
Did I actually say that? Oh,
Okay, stop it about this.
You said it.
did I say that?
Yes, I'll look for the videos. I think it was a short video or a picture that you said we should give up.
Oh, wow.
We shouldn't even bother. Like,
No, you didn't hear me. I thought you asked me a question about tech, like phones and stuff. So I said they should give up, like apps. They should give apps.
Oh,
to
wow.
They shouldn't.
Everyone
They shouldn't bother
they
themselves.
missed it.
Like they shouldn't block themselves out. They shouldn't bother themselves.
oh wow. Okay.
Sana mechanic.
Hey, he's wordsmiths. This is the consequence. Oh wow. All right, Charlie Mensa, it's been amazing having you here.
Thank you so
Oh my
much.
goodness.
It's always a pleasure when we do this. Thank you.
Always, and always come here. Always come here. Whenever you
If
land,
I'm welcome,
come here.
yeah.
Here is home.
Yeah, no, shout out to Y. Through the years, you guys have been supportive of
Facts.
myself and FOK.
Before I even came here, you've been here. You're here before me, Seth. So
Charlie Vim,
yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. And thanks for having your family here. We get to meet.
Your dad is a legend. Your dad is a legend. Your dad is a legend.
Ghana legend.
Like, your dad
Ghana
is a
legend. Yes.
They don't respect.
They are Mensa skills. They should humble you. They're the ones who humble you. You think you're a star, you think you're a legend. They'll humble you at home. Oh man, I'm so excited, man. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for the beautiful picture you gave us tonight.
Thank you.
And yeah, Saturday, guys, Alliance says Mensa plus some names we can't announce is going to be fire live experience of BONDZIE. Social media handles you should know already.
M3nsa everywhere. M3nsa.
And we can stream the album actually on all platforms.
Yes, all the platforms everywhere. Yes,
Okay, BONDZIE, BONDZIE. Perfect. Thank you very much, man. And guys, on that very, very sweet note, that's it for the Y Lounge for the week.